Today we're going to be looking at FileMaker 15 and the new security features that it includes. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a copy of FileMaker Pro 15 Advanced installed. I'm going to go ahead and try and open a sample file off of a FileMaker 15 server. This server has been configured to use the standard SSL cert. This is not the recommended way by FileMaker. It's only to be used for testing and development. You can see here the FileMaker Pro now gives me a warning that the SSL certificate encrypts data and this certificate cannot be verified. This message box looks very familiar to most people who have used the web. You can view the certificate, you can connect anyways, you can cancel, and you can always permit it to connect. Hitting connect is session-based, so that the next time you open the same file before you close FileMaker Pro, completely quit the application, it will not prompt you again. Let's go ahead and hit always permit. That opens up the sample file on my server. I can look at the preferences and see the permitted host here. This is another new feature in FileMaker 15. It allows you to see the hosts that you've allowed to always connect, and then you can clear them off so that you get prompted again. We can also see in FileMaker Go here, I see my list of hosts. I see the Mac Mini server. I click on it, and I get a similar warning: do not connect, connect, or always permit. I can allow it to always permit. I can now see my files. You notice that FileMaker Go is still giving us a nice message saying you may be connecting to a server pretending to be your actual destination because it cannot verify the certificate. Within the settings here, I can manage my permitted host just like on Pro. I can edit the list. I can remove it. And just like on Pro, it won't prompt me again until we've closed it out and started over. Now, let's move on over and take a look at the server. As you can see, this is the same message. Again, I don't have a signed cert on here, so I'm running the custom or the self-signed cert that FileMaker provides. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. I'm going to log into the server. No, I don't want to save it. And you can see FileMaker again is giving us a nice standard error message here. The standard FileMaker SSL server installed by default. The server is available for test purposes only. It's a nice message there. You can see it logged a warning that I failed, but that is just because the admin credentials were wrong. Moving on to security, client authentication, FileMaker accounts only, file display. This is all the same information. Down here is where some changes were made. The SSL connections. You can now create a request, so fill in your information, and this will generate the 2 files you need to send to your certificate authority and actually get your signed certificate from them. You can import the certificate from here, and then once it's done, you can also view the certificate. As you can see, our certificate is the one issued by FileMaker, being the self-signed cert. Down here is also a nice new feature: require password-protected databases. What this is doing is, with this enabled, you will, or I should say the FileMaker server will not host any files that will open by default with a full access account or that do not have a password set for all the full access accounts. And you can see that through managed security, like this file that I just generated from saying file new has no password. This file would not be hosted. Also, if someone were to go in here under the file options and do something like this, where they log in with a full access account that doesn't have a password, FileMaker server will no longer host those with that option enabled. Last feature we're going to go over today is the FileMaker 15 concealed edit boxes. You can see in FileMaker 15 now we have the same field. This one I've set up to have the concealed edit control style. This one is the general edit box. And if I go in here under browse mode, you can see that it puts in bullet points to hide my password. The one thing to note though is that it's not encrypting that data. You can see the password here in the field. Clear it out, type it in. It's merely a visual indicator and a way to conceal the information that the users type. And that is all we have today. I hope you enjoy FileMaker 15 and FileMaker Server as much as we think we will. It is definitely a welcome addition to the FileMaker platform.